Hey, it's the Friday Wrap with Peet and Reet. So, is it like, could it really be? No, it can't be, because this has got to be like last year. It's not this year we're doing the show.
Right.
No, it is this year.
It is this year.
But I'm dressed like this, and I should be like sweating. And remember last year?
We were sweating.
Labor Day weekend, we were sweating.
Yeah.
Today is September 1st, 2017. September 1st. Honestly,
where did the whole summer go? That's what I want to know.
Well, in Niagara, and I don't know about the rest of the world where you guys watch us from, but in Niagara, we probably had the worst summer I ever remember in my entire life. I mean, most days we got spring, summer, fall, and you could call it winter too, because it was hailing and it was like happening. It'd be dry, then it'd be humid, and it was just not typical.
It was awful. I mean, I'm surprised my shoes still aren't wet. Like every day there's some rain somehow, day or night, or every second day, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, of course you got flooded out, so that was a really good rain. And then,
oh, yeah.
Of course, all the globalists and the people who were talking about climate change, right? It was going to take at least 100 years to fill up the lakes again. Well, we did that in a couple weeks right here in Niagara. The Great Lakes are full. We're over full. If you need a little extra water, we got it right here. Of course, the government's already probably selling it. So.
Exactly. I was going to say, well, we could sell it.
So I started to get this little knot in my back.
Okay.
A couple weeks ago. Probably it was July, the last week of July.
Okay.
And I heard back to school advertisements. They get me. I hated them when I was a kid. And I don't even go back to school, although I felt like it today when I came to Myer, which we'll talk about in a minute, right?
Yeah.
But, I hate it. Then you hear the CNE. I love the CNE, the Canadian National Exhibition.
But you knew it was the end and school was coming.
Yeah.
You knew it.
Yeah. So, I mean, even as a father, I hated when my kids went back to school. I know you loved it.
I loved it. I wanted them to go back to school 2 days after vacation started, because they'd start in with that old, I'm bored.
Oh, man. My kids never did that.
Oh, didn't they?
No, they never did that.
And I mean, we had a pool, for crying out loud. It's not like they didn't have anything to do.
How could you be bored?
You know.
So, yeah, and then, Monday is the last day. Basically, it's the last day. So here's what I suggest you do. Kids, I know you don't want to go back. Some do, because there's still kids that just love to go back to school.
Yeah, my little niece wants to go back so bad.
Most of us didn't want to go back. Here's what you do. Get everything packed tonight, ready for Tuesday morning, and then forget about it.
Yeah.
Until you have to go to bed early, 8 o'clock on Monday night.
Go partay,
yeah.
as they say.
Yeah. So, I mean, speaking of school here and going back, they're going to be going back here. But, I went to this school. I'm not going to say how many years ago, but it was a long time ago.
Wait a minute, it wasn't 1 decade, it wasn't 2. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, just leave. Now I'm feeling kind of sad.
Now you wish you were going back to school.
I really do. This is Myer High School. This is where I went to high school. And we played football here, championship football, just so you know, at Myer. And we didn't have this beautiful field, which is just getting completed.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. They're going to do football, soccer, rugby out there, and of course you got the rubberized track here, and way back off in the distance you've got basketball and tennis. I mean, man, this is paradise. I guess maybe I would want to go back to school.
When you run on one of these tracks too, you just feel like you've got like wings or something. You get that bounce going on, you know?
Oh yeah, so let me ask you a question. When's the last time you ran on the track? Do you even know that?
Probably when I was like 18.
Yeah. See, I did it at Oaks Park. I ran on the track there.
Yes, you did.
I did. It wasn't far, but I did run on the rubberized track. This will be the same.
10 feet count?
Yeah, that was for Heaters Heroes, right?
Yes.
So I did a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Right. We got all kinds of things to talk about on the wrap because it's the last weekend of the summer, but it's not really. We got until September 21st.
Yes, we
right?
do.
We do. That's the end of summer.
Technically.
But, yeah. So coming up, we'll be talking to Kevin Maves. And Kevin is the vice chair of the Niagara District School Board. And he also is one of the people working on the board for the, what do you call it? What's it called? The anniversary, the 60th anniversary of Myer. So the reunion, it's going to happen back here.
And coming up too, we're going to have some pictures of you, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, with the coif, the do.
I could
kind of look like Jerry Lewis. The Nutty Professor.
You're kind of right, I do. I knew you guys. A second, I said, it's almost like the time you fell in front of me when we were working on a TV production and you fell over in front of me, flat on your face.
And couldn't get up.
And, you know, and as soon as you saw my picture, you started killing yourself laughing. Anyways, we'll see it next when we come back on the Friday Wrap. Stay with us. Hey, thanks so much for staying with us and waiting to see more of this incredible Friday Wrap. I am wearing, well, at least I'm trying to wear, my championship jersey from 1974, right? Is it 75?
75?
No, it's 75. That's right, this is a 75, yeah. Because we played in 76. We actually won, but we got ripped off because we had an ineligible player that we were told was eligible. And it's a long story.
Really?
Yeah, honest to God, it's the truth.
That would suck.
And she's wearing my junior championship jersey.
Yes, I
all
am.
Ontario's right here, Myer, A.N. Myer. And they did it last year and the year before where they went all Ontario as well. So
3 years in a row.
3 years in a
Wow,
row.
that's impressive.
The record's
4?
4, yeah.
Wow.
So, hey, listen, Kevin Maves has joined us.
Welcome.
Yeah, he went to Myer when I did. A little bit behind, but, you know, not that far behind. Long time ago, huh?
And we're not going to say when, but it was a while back.
So now, you played on the football team a couple years back of me. What would it be like to get out and play in a field like this?
Probably we'd enjoy it quite a lot. I mean, we played in the mud, in the rain, on a turf field, natural turf that is. This is synthetic turf. Actually, it's the same field that they put at Tim Hortons Field.
Where the Ticats
Ticats
played. Yeah, beautiful.
So it is it's a legitimate CFL width field, dimensions, 400-meter track going around it. So I think our kids would quite enjoy playing on it, and I'm sure we would have in our day. But
Oh, I will say though, honestly and truly, as a person who played in the backfield defense, I loved a muddy day when that end split, got the ball, was going down, and you just did that nice flying tackle into the mud, slid in the mud. I loved
Gush
it.
everywhere.
I loved it. So, anyways.
What positions did you play?
I played, actually when I first started playing in junior, I played split end, okay, and then they stuck me to safety. Then I went to halfback, and then I went to linebacker, middle linebacker, which, you know, I love middle linebacker, but I just found that a lot of times you got dizzy because you stick your head in what they call the hole, and you were just like sticking your head to jam the hole. And I'm sure I had a few concussions. Didn't affect me, not at all. Didn't
That's
affect
why
me.
you're doing the Peet Reet show. Yeah, there you go. That
So,
explains a lot.
great game though, great game. And this was a great school. Now back when we went, there was over 1,300 students at the school.
I believe it peaked at around 1,500.
Was there? Yeah, actually, you're right. Yes.
And now I think we're around 1,200. So
That's still a lot of students.
And the one person I got to mention here, that was one of my mentors, who I to this day, I swear to you that I still use his theories and ways, was Bobby Irwin. And the gym is named after Bobby Irwin here. An amazing coach. He's the kind of guy that made you want to play, always made you feel good about yourself, and he was a fair guy. Nobody broke the rules. You broke the rules. Didn't matter if you were the best player on the team, you were out the door. Always in shape. The reason we won those championships is because we're in top shape. And I don't care what sport you're in this day, when you're in top shape, less chance of getting hurt, more chance of winning championships, more chance of being a happier person. Of course, he passed away a number of years ago, but he's the guy. I'll tell you a great story, okay? Here's the guy he was. There was a lot of bullies around in my day, and I used to get bullied by this one guy all the time. And in grade 10, Bobby was my gym teacher, right? So it was wrestling time, and he goes, and I had just started working on a farm, so I got a little bit bigger, started working on the farm, and Bobby says, Pete, you're gonna wrestle with him. I'm not gonna say his name, okay? You're gonna wrestle with him. I'm going, oh God, no, there's no way, I can't. Sir, I can't do that. He goes, yes, you can. You can go out there and do that. No, I can't. So he took me aside and had to talk to me. This guy was a bully, okay? I put him down 3 times in a row. That was the end of him being a bully, so it was good. So Bobby, thank you. Wherever you are in heaven, I know that's where you are. Thanks for everything you did for us and for all the people here at A.M. Myer.
I know you've been frequenting the school just lately, and I heard you were once again in the principal's office.
Well, you know, here's how it goes, right? Kevin Maves here, who we're trying to set this thing up with, goes, oh, maybe you should go over and talk to the principal, right? Well, it's registration. There's a lot going on. And I have been to the principal's office when I was in school. Did you go to the principal's office?
on occasion, yeah.
And
I never did.
Well, it's changed a lot. I mean, it's still exactly the same, but I'm sitting in there waiting for her, and I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I'm going for detention or
just went
something.
back to school.
But the thing that's different, we used to sit on this bench, hard bench. So like you knew it was discipline time. You're sitting on the hard bench. They got these like cushy chairs with wheels and lean back and going, wow, things have really changed.
A lazy boy now.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible what they've done to these kids. They're so lazy now. So the reunion's coming up, September 22nd, 23rd?
22nd we'll be at the school.
Tell us what's going on here.
Well, the day starts around, actually starts in the morning. John McBain's coming in. He's going to give a speech to the students, student council, the DECA class. There'll be a pep rally, I think about noon. Then 1 o'clock, the junior team will be playing a team of compiled of Stamford and West Lane. In between and then there's another game at 3 o'clock. The seniors will be playing the same combined West Lane Stamford. And in between, the field will be officially dedicated. There'll be dignitaries, the director of education, that kind of thing.
Peet Reet will be there.
Absolutely.
On scene doing the show. We can't miss that.
There will be all kinds. We are honoring the first team from Myer that won a city championship. I believe they're from the 66, 67 era. So some of those folks are coming back.
Very cool.
Very cool.
So, and then Saturday, Fireman's Park, 12 o'clock.
Oh, hang on. You missed something. Isn't Friday night the Queens?
Oh, well.
Now, come on, let's tell them about the Queens.
Everybody knows
we
that.
have a lot, honestly, from our generation, there's a lot of viewers of the Peet Reet Show who and we know the Queens. The Queens, everybody had their place to go when they were going to school.
There you
and the
go.
Queens was just a couple miles or a couple kilometers that way. Had the best ever draft ever.
And you had lots of it.
No, it was very good. That was good. I was an
Confused
athlete.
with Queens University.
Yeah, exactly.
Queens Hotel.
All of us have our certificates and
Oh, yeah. Culinary excellence.
passed with flying colors.
But
Okay,
yeah, you
sorry. Saturday?
Yeah, so Saturday it starts at noon at Fireman's Park. It goes till midnight. We've got food trucks, we've got live bands, Razorbacks, the Ikes, Soul Jam, Driven. They're all local bands with a connection to either the city or A.M. Myer.
I think Rick Rose will be around, walking around doing some stuff that
Rick's
day too.
coordinating the entertainment.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Of course.
and there'll be tents for each decade, the 50s and 60s, one for the 70s, one for the 80s. So it should be.
The one for the 90s when I went?
Your tents in black and white.
Let me take that out.
You know what I love about this school, though, is the students really get into the pep rallies and things like that. You have really great student support. Like out in the community when there's things happening on Queen Street downtown, this school is always the loudest, has the biggest group of students that go out,
And the
which
parades,
is fantastic to see.
You know, it's always been like that. We went there, I mean, we had a great time. And we used to go out on the weekends. We'd win our games on the Friday night. We love playing Friday night games, right? And then we'd all be out somewhere. And you'd have the whole school would be there.
Yeah,
It was
that's
great
great.
team spirit. So loved it. Actually, miss it. I miss this. So.
Yeah.
All right, so how can they get more information on the reunion?
We do have a Facebook page, Ian Myer Facebook. I'm not on Facebook, so I don't know how to, but there is a link that you can register. It is also on the school website, and it's on the EFN, the Education Foundation of Niagara website. You can register through that. We will be taking registrations at the park the day of, and probably maybe we'll set some up on a Friday afternoon as well. So, and we're expecting people from right across Canada, from British Columbia. We've had some from the States, so should be a good time.
It's always fun to go back to a school reunion because when I went back to mine, I just thought it was so interesting to see how people had changed. And the best part for me was I looked a lot better than some of the people that I thought looked amazing in high school. And I'm like, yes!
I know.
I know that's so self-centered, but I really don't care.
It's true, though. There was always that crowd of the cool people,
Yeah,
right?
well, yeah. There was one girl, I called her Sissy Prissy in high school. And
So you didn't get beat up, did you?
No, she was gorgeous and she was smart and everything. And then when I went back and saw her, I was like, okay, she ended up being a chef, and let's just say didn't bode well for her.
She liked what she cooked.
Yeah.
She liked what she cooked.
Well, but really nice person.
Ah, wonderful. So, I mean, we're going to be there. We thank you for all your hard work and all the people on the board there to put this together. Of course, they did have the 50th. They wanted to go, listen to this, they wanted to go to the 75th. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know, if we would have made it to the 75th, right?
Yes, you will.
Yes, we will make it.
Positive thinking.
Always think positively.
Run around the track a few times. Every day.
Okay, you first. Now, how about you, Kevin?
My running days are behind me. But I would like to thank that there was we have a pretty large committee that's put a lot of work into this. Helga and Wayne Campbell, people are probably familiar with them.
He's a councilman here.
Yeah, and Helga's on the school board.
Yeah.
She represents Niagara Falls.
And Wayne was my coach when I played for Brock University.
They all went to Myer. Wayne went in the 60s. They met at Myer, got married, so there's kind of...
It's a big family here.
Yeah. So it'll be... And there was other people that did. Selena Volpatti is involved. All kinds of people that throughout the years, heavily concentrated in the 70s or 60s for some reason. But it was great working with them, and hopefully our hard work will pay off, and we'll have a great.
Sure, it will.
You know what's gonna be weird is my kids can join me at this reunion because they're all Myer grads, right?
Exactly.
And hey, down to Georgia, Randy Meisner. Yeah, you remember Randy?
Oh yeah.
Randy Meisner, he's got to get up here. Ernie Posabon, he's out in Grimsby. Get your butt down here. You're all on Facebook with us, so we'll have a good time.
We'll come get you.
Yeah. So I mean, remember, big grand opening out here.
22nd and 23rd.
22nd, 23rd, and
September.
back to Queen's University for a little taste to see what we learned back then. See if we still remember.
Friday night knowledge session.
All right. There's more to come on Friday Wrap. We got still lots to talk about, right?
Oh, things that are going on in the world.
And then you're taking off and going on vacation.
I am.
All right, hang with us. Stay with us here on the Friday Wrap. Go Myer. Go Myer. Go Myer.
Go Myer.
Go Myer. Myer's number one. Number one. Number one. Oh. Sorry for all the people going to other schools, but
Yeah. Oh well.
yeah, that's the way it goes. You know what? I forgot to tell you something.
What?
Did you see the latest on popcorn?
The latest on popcorn.
They're putting popcorn machines in people's bedrooms, and they're radioactive. No, you can get
They're
disease.
radioactive.
You didn't. Yeah, you can get disease from them.
Oh.
Did you know? Yeah, did you know that?
Well, yeah, because my husband put
I know. Okay, I was kidding.
popcorn machine in our bedroom.
I go on Facebook today, and what I see is a popcorn machine in your bedroom. Now, are you serious? Who came up with that? Alex came up with that one?
Yes.
Alex came up
Yes.
with that one.
He brought it from downstairs, brought it up, and I go, where are you going with that? He goes to the bedroom. It's one of those stand popcorns like in a theater.
Yeah,
right?
no, I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice.
Yeah.
You know, I guess when he's standing off behind camera doing the little things he does with his hands and stuff, he's actually thinking about things
I'm
that.
thinking popcorn.
Yeah, he's thinking
Well,
popcorn.
people keep Facebooking me going ingenious and stuff, and now he's like, he actually tried. This is not a lie. He tried to buy a hot dog, the machine that rolls.
For your bedroom as well?
Yes, for the bedroom. With the little drawer underneath with the hot dog bun thing.
What the heck? Get the barbecue in the oven in there. You got it made.
He actually went on an auction on the internet and was bidding on a hot dog. And I go, where's that going? He goes, the bedroom.
Nice.
I know.
See, I thought there was other sports going on in the bedroom, but I guess nowadays anything goes. It's a good thing you guys are going on vacation.
Yeah.
Give his mind a rest. Because who knows what else you'd have in your bedroom.
I'm afraid what I'm going to come home with.
Hey, I was talking to one of our viewers.
Yeah.
Ran into her last weekend, and she came up with a really great idea.
What's that?
For what something actually means. Politics. Do you ever think of what politics means?
Why?
Well, she explained it to me because I
Okay.
never thought of it. Poly. You know what
Yeah.
poly is? Means many.
Okay, yeah. Numbers.
Ticks are bloodsuckers.
Oh, I like it.
Many bloodsuckers.
Not all of them.
No, not all of them. There's some good. I mean, everybody goes in with the right idea, I'm sure.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
but not all of them.
Come
we
on,
have
Lou.
some good ones here.
Come out a little different. Yeah, we actually in Niagara
Yeah,
Falls
we have
proper.
some
Yeah, we
good
have some
ones.
good ones here that actually
Yeah.
look out for us. So.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Hurricane Harvey.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's terrible. It really is, and you know, you get that kind of storm with that kind of volume of water, you don't even think it's possible, right?
It's horrible. At 30 people dead.
And they figure that's going to go up as well.
Yeah.
And it went inland, and then it went back out, got stronger again, and now hopefully it's weakening and it's going to stay that way.
I know how that affected not this particular hurricane, but back in, I forget what year it was, Hurricane Hazel, remember in Toronto?
Oh, yes.
Well, my grandfather and his, had his wife, which would be my step-grandmother. Anyway, her and her 2 children died in Hurricane Hazel because the water came up so fast on the Don Valley that they couldn't get out. All the homes on that stretch all collapsed.
Because I'm sure they didn't really expect something like that to happen, right?
No, exactly. And my grandfather had his other son, and he was at a movie theater up further, so it didn't affect where he was. But so that's how fast it can happen. Apparently, it was like 27 seconds, and everything was gone. Yeah. So.
And imagine this has been a week now,
yeah,
and continuing on.
Exactly.
You've had old folks' homes where you saw pictures of them in video where they were sitting in water up to here.
Yeah.
It's absolutely, and to lose somebody in something like that, our prayers and thoughts are with you.
It's not, it shouldn't have happened.
And of course, you've got the refineries down there. There's one of the largest chemical companies in the world. They now have some of their stuff, because they have no way of moving the water. It's exploding. They've had 2 major explosions. They expect more. Supposedly, if it gets dissipated, it's not going to be harmful to people, but I mean, that's some scary, scary stuff.
Very.
And please keep them all in your prayers, and we've had some lousy weather, but come on,
not like that. I had a flooded basement, but not like that.
Yeah, I'll take that any day over what these people
Count
are
my
going
blessings.
through. So we got some you were going to talk about email, and you know what, or not email, just the internet.
Internet.
The internet.
It ticks me off, frankly. I get an email from somebody or a Facebook message from someone, and it's about this poem this girl had written. A teenage girl who was dying of cancer, had a few months to live. And
I saw it because you forwarded it, yeah.
It's a poem you're supposed to forward to everyone, because she wanted
a heartbreaker.
To get the message out about life and the dance of life. And it was a beautiful poem, and it ended up being a big hoax. And it just makes me so angry that somebody would waste their time and waste my time doing that, when there are real children and real adults and real people with cancer that are dying and maybe want to send a message, and we won't believe them.
Yeah.
We won't believe them.
I don't know.
Because, exactly. And that's not fair. So waste your time somewhere else, you big friggin' loser.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, all they want is numbers and notoriety. And, at the expense of something like that, where people now will suffer because of it.
Yeah,
they will suffer,
exactly.
and they won't get what they truly need. So it's really sad.
It is.
Really sad. Coming up on Sunday night, we had a great interview with a hockey player who used to play for the Niagara Falls Thunder many, many years ago, and then went on to play his biggest games in Buffalo. Finished out in Pasadena with the Mighty Ducks, Brad May, and that was a great, fun interview.
He is such a nice guy, really sweet, down home, and loves that I called him a tough guy.
Yeah. And he thinks fighting should be back in the game, but see what he has to say
too.
about it. Yeah, that's part of the game. But he was a great interview, and he was out at his place in Phoenix, right?
Yes.
Just hanging around, getting ready to play golf. So he took some time to talk to Peet and Reet, and so get a chance next week. Sit back, relax. It's about 20 minutes of Brad May, and it's really, really interesting stuff. Wish we had more time with him, but
yeah, absolutely.
He's coming to the Falls, he says, and then we'll get a chance to sit down and have a chat with him.
Perfect.
So we've done the wrap, except for one thing. You're wrapping you wrapped up. Your bags are already packed.
Yes.
You're sitting in a car across here, and you're going to the Buffalo airport.
I am, right? As soon as the cameras are turned off, run into the car, going, and 2 weeks away.
And so where are you going?
So the Caribbean.
You're going to the Caribbean.
A couple islands in the Caribbean.
How nice! And it's you're actually gonna Skype us.
I'm gonna Skype from down there, and we'll do the Friday wrap, and I'll be Skyping.
Yeah, so you'll be sitting there
from a beach with a big coconut or a pineapple, and some liquid libation in there.
Hopefully they got a popcorn machine in your room. You'd be okay with that.
Yeah, my husband may have to survive the 2 weeks without popcorn.
Well, have a great time.
Thank you.
And we look forward to your first report,
Yeah.
which will be next week on the Friday Wrap.
If you'd be able to understand me.
That's okay. Well, I'll put in the words.
Okay.
It'll be like one of those old movies, right, from Asia.
Bleep, 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 bleep. That'll be it.
All right. Well, listen. Have a great Labor Day weekend. Did I say Labor Day weekend? I can't believe it's Labor Day.
Yes.
I can't believe it. But have a great Labor Day weekend. And for you going back to school on Tuesday.
Well, I got one thing to say.
right.
For you going back to school on Tuesday,
Oh man,
I'm on vacation.
you're so rotten. Anyways, God bless you. See you next Friday on the Friday Wrap with Peet and Reet. You are rotten.
I know.
No, you're rotten. You poor kids. No, and those were boys too, right?
Yeah.
Boys, and you were glad to see them go.